Today we re-diving deep literally into the life of one of the internet's most adorable creatures, Moo Deng, the viral baby pygmy hippo from Thailand. She's cute, she's small, she looks like a balloon with legs. But don't let the adorable roles fool you. Being Moo Deng sucks. Here's why. Being born as a pygmy hippo is like spawning on nightmare mode in the animal kingdom. First up, you gotta realize you won the birth lottery. Unlike other hippos, you didn't end up in a war zone. No, you were born in a protected wildlife area. It's still pretty dangerous. There's civil wars happening in the region. There's illegal logging. The rangers protecting you might need to use you as a hostage shield at some point. People will happily risk their lives to smuggle you out of the country. If they don't, your swamp home could be destroyed to make way for crypto mining. Your swamp basically goes from this lush paradise to this barren wasteland where the only plant life is whatever's growing out of the cracks in the concrete. And then you have to deal with the fact that your own skin is actively trying to kill you. Pygmy hippos sweat blood. Well, it looks like blood. It's basically imagine living your whole life with a bloody nose. Now that's cute on humans, creepy on a toddler, and deadly on a baby hippo. You're basically the support character in the animal kingdom. All the other animals are like tanks with 1,000 health points. You're the one with the 2 HP, you're cute, you're small, and every animal that sees you is like, oh well, I guess I'll eat this later. Even your own mom is probably thinking, great, once she's done nursing, I'm going to try to kill her because the more mouths you have to feed, the fewer resources there are to go around. If you thought that being a baby was hard, being a baby pygmy hippo makes the jungle version feel like a walk in the park. Because if you're a regular hippo, you're the predator. You're the one doing all the killing. You're like the T-Rex of the water. But if you're a pygmy hippo, you're the fish. Yeah, despite being related to the literal tank of the land, pygmy hippos are terrible, terrible swimmers. They're like Sinclair Korok levels of bad. If the water's too deep, they drown. Not only do they have to live in the water, but they're afraid of drowning in it. That's like being a bird afraid of heights. It's comedy and tragedy wrapped in a moist sausage. And then there's life in captivity now. I know what you're thinking. Zoo is like the promised land for a scaredy cat, introverted, anxious baby hippo. Sure, there's free food, no predators, and fans cheering your every blink. But zoos are loud. Like, did you know giraffes scream when they're excited? It's like being at a One Direction concert. And pygmy hippos are introverts. They hate loud noises. Being stressed out is basically a death sentence for these little guys. If they get stressed, their whole body shuts down. Their heart stops beating. They get like this pale, lifeless husk. And if it gets bad enough, bam, they die. So being a pygmy hippo is like being a monk. They can't really enjoy the modern conveniences we take for granted. And if they do, well, then they're dead. And lastly, let's talk about teeth. Their teeth never stop growing, which sounds cool until they grow into your skull. If Moo Deng doesn't grind them down properly, they can starve or get infections. Also, because of how their skin folds trap moisture, they can develop more fungus than a gamer's unwashed keyboard. So yeah, Moo Deng basically lives in a biological horror game, yet she looks like a plush toy. Makes you wonder how long she's going to survive. Subscribe for more brutally honest animal reviews.